up on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XL. Alright, welcoming you back to check this out. The show, we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at. Be a troll deck, rogue deck, casual deck, meta deck, whatever the heck this is going to be today. And having ourselves a good old time today, everybody. I feel it's the start of a new era of deck building. You know, it's time to stop worrying about omni negations and constant interruptions and nonsense like that. No, it's time to start building funky, weird things that I just want to play. So that's what we're going to be starting off today with a deck that's always been on my mind. I've always wanted to give this a shot. We'll see how it goes. It's an interesting one. We got ourselves our combination of Destiny Heroes, Igknights, Chronomaly, and Kuribohs. I really wish there was a cool anagram for that, but unfortunately there is not. But regardless, we have ourselves our very, very strange deck here, which is going to have all the combos and wombos you can imagine. Summoning out the Ignite monsters as our pendulum scales, using them to summon out more monsters. Our Destiny Heroes hit the board. Our Kuribohs swarm out and protect us and destroy our opponents. And the Chronomalys, not as big in the deck as I would have liked them to be, but we do have a mana we can drop on our opponents. So, we got our whole deck here today. We're going to be showing off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's, and we'll have ourselves a good old time. So, if you want the whole deck profile as always, go ahead and check that out in the end screen today, as well as we'll have a YDK file up on the Discord, which is also linked in the description. So, yeah, a lot of places to check out the deck, but for now, we're going to head out to DD Pro, show off some live duels with this deck, and have ourselves a good old time. That's enough talking. Let's get right into the action and show off what this baby can do. Alright, everybody, our first opponent, another day and another card game. Now, our deck, we can go first or second. We have a little bit of both. So we'll see what kind of opening hand we get. Alright. I mean, that pretty strongly tells me one thing this should be. So let's go ahead and start off with our Destiny Hero, the Drill Dark. We'll start by giving them we'll give them the D. The D of our deck, which is the Destined Heroes. So we'll get that started up. And, ooh, I could go for Chaos Angel early. Tempting offer. Tempting offer. But I think, you know what? This is a new era. I want to do stuff to just have fun with it. So I'm going to summon out Chaos Angel. We won't use his effect, obviously, because that would be a silly thing to do. But I am going to activate Fusion Destiny. That way I can fusion into my Phoenix Enforcer Man. Using, let's see, I need to use the hand that I have. I'm saying Celestial and my other click the wrong button. We gotta use our, Malicious and Celestial. We're gonna summon out our Phoenix Enforcer. Now, Phoenix is gonna weaken people. He's gonna be able to pop stuff, all the good stuff. Thanks to my Chaos Angel as well, I am going to be able to protect my monster from being destroyed by battle. So it's a pretty nice opening board, you know, pretty simple, straightforward. No negations, nothing like that. All I got set up is the Ignites. Once I start getting these guys rolling, I can keep popping them, searching out other copies of themselves. That way I can keep interrupting I can keep deck thinning myself. What is this? I've heard of these. Let's see. Add a Hecahand monster, send a card to the grave, set a spell trap, banish this card, opponent draws a card, discard a card. Okie dokie. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound that bad at all, actually. I do not know entirely. All I know about this archetype is that, like, lots of hands involved. Kind of weird, but okay. Hecahands, I guess. Alright, so you're going to get a counter trap. Let's see. Storm on special summon it to your field. Ah, I see. I gotta be careful of this. Because if I use a monster's effect, then he can negate me and steal my stuff. That's not necessarily good. And let's see, if this card battles a monster, you can be controlled by that battle. If cards add to the opponent's hand, just summon this guy out. Target a monster opponent's graveyard, summon to your field. Interesting. So I assume that maybe these have something kind of like Undead Vampire, where you can exceed or something using my monsters and treat them with different levels. Possibly. What does this do? Let's see. Summon this card. Activate 3 cards to your opponent's deck. Summon an excavated monster. Shuffle the rest in the deck. I mean, that helps me in the long run. You're helping me get my cards onto the field, onto my graveyard. All the good stuff. Now, granted, I really didn't want you to get that one. That's one of my favorite ones. That's freaking Ignis Phoenix. Although if I destroy him, which he's probably going to link this off or something, but if I destroyed Phoenix, that would let me summon out an Ignite, and it would be treated as a tuner, which is pretty neat. Now, granted, I've got my Synchro other boy right here, so that doesn't help me, but that doesn't matter. Either way, the thing about this deck, we have so many different stratagems that we can go into that we can afford to, turn off some of them. It's not like necessary to summon out Ignister Prominence. It'd be cool, but we don't need to. Okay, so what is this guy? Got Relinquished Fusion, Hecaton Care, Tartarus. Target spell trap opponent controls return to the hand, or Fusion Summon. Big guy! He's a big guy, what can I say? Alright, well I might need to do something about that now. As much as I was hoping to not do this, I don't want him to steal my stuff. So I'll destroy Eyeball Man, and then we'll use Phoenix Enforcer's effect, so that we'll get him back next turn. Now, I still need to worry about that set card of his, but we're going to have to wait for that one. Let's see, you got a Fusion Summon? Okay. Using monsters from the field or the GY. Okay, well, unfortunately, that got rid of my Ignis Phoenix, but what is this? Hecahands Xeno. What does this do? Look at 2 random cards, special summon 1 to your field. No! Ignister! Oh. Well, that was randomly BS. Oh. That was random bull. No, randomly bull. That's what that was. All the cards in my extra deck he could have hit was the one card that he could have used to get rid of my Chaos Angel. Okay, you know what? That's fine, because I can just summon Chaos Angel again. Alright, so now we bring back the boy. And we'll see where this is going to go from here. Let me think about this. I summoned forth Diamond Dude. Yeah, that's right. I summoned Diamond Dude. Is he doing it again? Stop. We're going to do Steel freaking Dark Law, I would assume. He might steal my Vimana, but I'm not entirely sure why he would do that. I mean, I guess it's just for like a tankier body or something. I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm not sure why he would steal Vimana, but okay. I guess this makes sense. He's like the 100 hands or whatever. So he's just making his monster, like, what's he doing? He's stealing my stuff. He's putting his hands all over my cards. He also made my monster bigger for some reason, but don't ask me why. Anyway, I'm going to activate my Fusion Destiny now. Oh. Oh, he can steal my spell traps too. I see. Alright, let me think about this. I do have Celestial. Let's go for Celestial. I'm going to go ahead and banish a couple of monsters. This will let me draw 2 cards. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Funnily enough, I just drew into Chronomaly Jet, which is what I used to make my Vimana more often than not, but it's okay. Let's go ahead for Diamond Dude. Can this thing be destroyed by battle? No. I would have to Forbidden Droplet it. Alright, not exactly an ideal situation, but we'll see where this goes. So, I'm thinking here... So I'd really like to get rid of this guy. More than anything. Let's see, how does this work? Yeah, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to activate Forbidden Droplet, ditching Chronomaly Golden Jet. And that's it, because that's all I can really afford to lose. We're going to negate Hecaton, and then we're going to punch it in the face. Keep it nice and simple, like. So punch Hecaton in the face. Very nice. Very good. And I would love to have Diamond Dude do something, but he's just too small. Regrettably. Let me think. How many exceeds are... Let's see. This dude only had like the 1 exceed monster, right? Yeah. So Vimana's not really a problem. It's more... I should probably do something about Ignister Prominence. So let's go ahead and use Phoenix Enforcer's effect. We'll pop Diamond Dude. And maybe I should get rid of his back row instead. Let's get rid of his back row. I don't trust it. I don't trust his back row as far as I can throw it. No, I don't. So now we're in a much better position. I was really hoping for another fusion on the field, but I really don't think he can use Fusion Destiny. He can't really use Vimana either, so I still don't know why he took this. And he does have my Ignister Prominence, which isn't great, but eventually I could just punch it too, and then that's all I need to do. What are we going to make? Oh no, it's Masquerena Girl. Alright, I mean, it's fine. I'll just use my effect. You use your effect to counter my effect. But at the end of the day, we both get to keep our monsters. So the only thing I need to worry about is him like having another monster. Oh wait, Apprentice is bigger. No! Oh, best laid plan. Alrighty. Well, oh, hold on. Oh, he can't attack directly. That's right, he can't. Because he used the effect of Little Knight. Haha. Alrighty, very good. Let's go ahead and battle into the phase again. And I'm going to go ahead and just beat over Little Knight. And we should be good. I think we are back in control of this duel, people. This will work just fine. So we'll use Phoenix Enforcer. He is kind of the boss of this deck, I won't lie. It's just the ability to just keep interrupting my opponent like this really helps. I can just keep giving him the D, as you might say. And yeah, I think we're good. I'll keep Margrave as a good luck charm. I think he'll make a very good luck charm, Mr. Margrave. And we'll see where it goes from there. I think just for one more pendulum scale would be perfect. Oh, balls. What does this do? Other than being balls. Let's see. Look at your opponent's hand. Becomes status nice idle. No! Margrave is revealed. That's not good. I don't think it's bad, but it's not good either. So I guess he just really wanted to know what was in my hand. Okay, understandable. Ooh, Super Poly. I can use that later. Oh, he's just going to keep doing that, huh? Stop looking at my hand. I'm very shy about it. Stop it. I know I can't summon any monsters. Why would you do this? Why would you do this, my man? Alright. I think so far, so good. I mean, these Hecahands seem like a pretty interesting bunch. You know, they're all about, like, stealing stuff and what have you. Which is, you know, thief decks are always fun to do around with. But I would really like to get into my Ignites now. If I could just get into my other Ignis Phoenix would be great. Because then I could just go from there. What is... Oh, yeah, Yaddle's here again. Let's see. Reveal this card in the hand. Shuffle it into the deck. Add a Hecaton spell trap. Okay. What attribute are these? Okay, they're like light and stuff, huh? Okay, I got a monster. If you get rid of a card, which you get rid of my Fusion Destiny, I would assume. Let's see. Set a spell trap. Add a monster. Gotcha. Gotcha. Also, I just want to point out this doesn't really look like a hands that much. I guess it's like this or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's got Hecaton here Tartarus. He's got Ibble again, so this is going to put itself back to revive a monster. Okay. So we can use that to revive the fusion, or this thing. Gigas. Let's see, activate top 3 cards opponent's deck, summon an excavated monster. Okay. I'm just, let's see what he hits. If he hits a dark, that'd be great. He hit a Kuriboh! You monster, those are my Kuribohs. Give me my furballs back. They're mine, and you can't have them. Super polymerization, baby! So I'm just going to go ahead and use his 2 monsters, the fusion, into mine, big old fusion. Haha! What say you there, sir? You think you can steal my furballs? No, those are my furballs. You can't have them. So I'm going to go ahead and just do as I do. I think this duel's done. That was a pretty close one. Not going to lie. That was pretty gosh... Aww. Now I draw into... Okay, well, since this is the end of the... Oh, I was going to go for malicious. Anyway, there you go. Good on us for the first duel. You know, a lot of that was D-Hero, and I will admit a lot of this will be D-Hero, just interrupting stuff, but I want to see the Kuribohs do their action. We got to go for our big old links. I want to get my Ignites on the board and start pendulum summoning, and I want to summon my Vimana. I don't want my opponent to have my Vimana. It's mine. It's in my deck for a reason. So, you get an idea of what this deck's about. It's just a lot of different strategies, and depending on what comes up, you do different things. You know, that's just how it's about. So, let's go ahead for duel number 2. And show off more what this deck can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And we're up against something called the Apprentice. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll let them decide whether they want to go first or not. And we'll see where it goes. Maybe this is like a dice deck. That would be great. I love dice decks. It's one of my favorite kind of deck. So let's see what we're up against. Okay, the Succumbing Song and the Time Tearing Site. Okay, so it's one of those. I did briefly consider as a draw engine in this deck, you know, the Morganite line, which is a pretty good draw engine. But because Kuribohs are involved, it just wouldn't have made any sense. Would have made no sense at all. I couldn't have discarded Kuriboh to reduce damage. That wouldn't have worked at all. So we'll see where this is going to go. Ooh, it's Mine de Thorn. Okay. Mine de Thorn and Mortschlag. Let's see. Battles of Monsters, special summon monster. Monster loses attack and defense. Moon Mirror Shield on top. Okay, that makes things a little more convoluted, but okay. I was hoping to just punch you with Diamond Dude, but I guess not. Ooh. 5-star Twilight would have been great, but unfortunately not. So what we're going to have to do here, let me think about this. I think my best bet is to set Kuriboh and end my turn for now. I have a plan. It may not be the greatest plan in the world, but it is a plan. We're up against Dark Scorpions. Love me some Dark Scorpions. Dark Scorpions are cool. Although having 2 Dons alongs, it feels weird. I would have preferred this being Chick the Yellow, but either way. Alright, so Meanie the Thorn is going to do her meanie things. Punching my poor Kuriboh in the face. But doing so allows me to search Multiply. Which I know I'm not playing the extra deck such a way that I can really capitalize on both Multiply and having 5-star Twilight, but that's not the point. Anyway, damage calculation. But what my plans are, yes, I will discard Kuriboh and use his power to negate the damage, so I can have less cards lost. We'll see where this goes, but it depends on what he does. If he discards a card in my hand, literally the worst card he could have discarded. Literally the worst thing he could have discarded. Gosh darn it! I had a whole plan there. Come on. Whole plan ruined. I had a whole plan. Everything was prepared to deal with that. Well, unfortunately, my opponent was either too smart for me, or I don't know. Gosh darn it! I was prepared to tribute off my monster and go into 5-star Twilight, but that didn't work. Let me think here. I could just destroy a Donzalug. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do snarky things. We're gonna summon out Diamond Dude. We're gonna use Diamond Dude's effect. Let's see if I get a spell. Ooh, there is 5-star Twilight. That is 5-star, so that might just straight up activate next turn. I forget how that works with, like, tributing effects and things like that. But we'll find out when the time comes. For now, though, I'm gonna punch a Donzalog in the face. Both our monsters will get destroyed. And we'll see where it goes from here. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be an interesting one here, folks. So let's see what the Dark Scorpions can do. I do still wish the Dark Scorpions get their own support. It's nice that you can just equip them up. I just don't like the whole Moon Mirror Shield aspect, but that's just it's more of a me thing. We'll see where this is gonna go. Okay, Donzalong. Not yet, but eventually, yes. Eventually. So Kuriboh will get destroyed. Kuriboh will then, let me think. Oh yeah, Mortschlag can weaken my monster or whatever, not that it matters too much. Not that it really matters. But we'll use Kuriboh's effect here. Just so I take a little bit less damage and my opponent stops hitting my hands. I kinda need my hands. Oh shoot, I put Kuriboh in attack, my mistake. Whoops. That's not good. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Ouch! Ouchkis! Alright, what are you gonna hit now? Discarding more of my cards, you fiend. No! My multiply. Alright. Oh yeah, he gets to attack twice. Okay, that's fine. We'll see where this goes. We'll see what Diamond Dude's whole shtick will do. Will I get the Kuribohs or not? I'm not certain. I don't think I need to pay cost for the effect, if memory serves. But we'll find out in a second. Alright, so draw the phase, stand by the phase. Nope! I do. Oh, wait, hold on. I do! Ha 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 ha! Come forth, mighty Kuribohs! We are not done fighting, sir. Now, granted, we might actually be done fighting because, and I'll tell you why, because these aren't special summoned or anything, meaning that we don't get all the benefits of doing stuff to my opponent here. But we'll find. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. First off, make my screen. That's step the first. All right. He's got something. Dog punishment. No. Don't punish my dogs, you monster. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Now he's gonna pop another card because that's what he does. Dang it! Well, that's unfortunate if nothing else. Let me think about this. I'm gonna have to try something here. What I'm gonna have to try to do is summon out Destiny Hero Celestial. And then go for Nightmare Unicorn. Which is not a solution, necessarily, but it's literally all I have. So we'll discard Cavalier. Bounce Mine the Thorn, because that's like his main searcher muffin. Or not, because I forgot this is unaffected. Okay, well, I messed up that one. So let's just go ahead and attack into Mine the Thorn, because I'm a dum-dum. Oh, that just means Nightmare Unicorn. Well, here's the thing. If I had taken a hot second more to think, probably what I really should have done was, like, got rid of or, like, Moonmere Shield or something. And then if I could have just gone for Avermax. That was my plan, but it didn't work out. So, good on, you know, I'm proud that the Dark Scorpions got a win. I wish it didn't have to be at my expense, but that happens sometimes. So, let's go ahead for one more duel, maybe two, depends on how it's going. And, you know, so far, I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. It's very silly, but I like it. Alrighty, everybody, our third opponent, the fight in third. Let's go all in through it. Really want to try and get them Ignites if we can, because we have not seen the Ignites doing their thing. There's an Ignite. And I got some drop. Okay, not a bad hand. Not perfect, but it's not bad by any standard. So we're going to go ahead and activate Destin to draw. Draw myself a couple new cards. Not exactly the hand I was hoping for, but it's the hand that life dealt me, so I guess I'll have to live with Destiny Hero Celestial, who will eventually be Dark Law, but let's see what my opponent's doing before we Dark Law people. I feel like just starting off with Dark Law is kind of rude. It's kind of a rude, crude thing to do. What are we up against? We're up against Tuning, you say. Alright. Well, I regret to inform you, sir, that you do not have a graveyard anymore. I will now have the dankest of laws. I normally don't want it. I'm still working in this transition of going to super casual play, and I still have things like freaking Dark Law here. You know? He's kind of a toxic dude, because once you put him in a hero deck, he gets summoned out way too many times. But this is pretty brutal against a Synchron player. Has to be said, because he really needs his graveyard. Without a graveyard, Synchron doesn't work half as well as you'd think. Now, he can still do what he needs to do. There's nothing saying he can't do that. It's just not going to be easy for him to do this. Now, yeah, Junk Converter gets discarded along with Synchron, yeah. He should still get, yeah, he gets the Stardust Synchron. So he's trying to do something. He is doing his best. Alright, so Stardust Synchron is on the board. And that's going to let you get your Spell Traps. Very good, very good. I really hope this guy doesn't just surrender or something. That would really stink. Because I want to just have a nice back and forth at the end of the day, no matter what we're doing. That's what I'm ultimately wanting to do. Just get some nice back and forth going here. It just happens that my one-off mass changes happen to show up. Otherwise, this would be a completely... Well, one thing, I'd be being overwhelmed by Synchrons, and they'd be kicking my butt. But the fact is, I don't like to summon Dark Law too often. So let's summon out the Arriving Miracle. Okay, level 1 Dragon. Let's see. Synchro, Special Summon, Draw a Card, Summon Tuner. Okay, cool. And then you got Wish Convergent Dragon. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, and he did surrender. Gosh darn it, I hate it when that happens. Alright. Well, I think we have time for one more duel. I really want to do another duel because there's so many things this deck can still do. We've only just scratched the surface. We were so close to the Kuribohs. We did the D heroes. We at least saw Vimana. I still want to see the Ignites do their thing. You know, just kind of blowing themselves off, setting up all the different, scales and things. Setting up by extra deck fitting us, all that good stuff. So let's go for one more duel. And just go for the gold. Hopefully we get, like, the best duel ever. That's what I want to see. Alright, everybody, our fourth and final duel of the day. The last chance at romance. Let's go all through. And with any luck, we'll get everything we want. If not, we're just having a nice game. We'll have a nice game. So what are we up against here? Opening hand's an interesting affair. I like the malicious. I like the forbidden droplet. We're up against sharks? Polcharmy. Yeah, this appears to be a shark deck, I would say. More than likely is a shark deck. I don't even remember what this Polcharmy. What is this one? Opponent summons from the hand, draw a card. Okay. Alright. So we know he's got some Charmy action. And he's got an Abyssal Shark. So we'll see where this is going to go. What did he... Surfacing Big Jaw. Oh boy. That guy is big. Let's see. If a spell is activated, you special summon this from the hand. But you haven't played a spell. But you do have Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. I see. Okay. My boy making big boys already. Okay. That's going to be the tricky thing in a duel like this against these guys. Because sharks like to combo really hard. And I'm not playing modern hand traps. What? Okay. Interesting. Just really wanted to cutter shark on the board, huh? Let's see. During the end phase, add a water monster. Okay, get back to one shark. Cool. And then you got surfacing a big boy. And that adds another shark. Does this thing change its levels? No, it doesn't appear to. So you got two different levels, but they can both be made into Hef Knight. Okay. Good old Nash Knight, good old Hydra Jet Shark. Oh boy. I mean, I'm glad I have Forbidden Droplet, but that's like all I have to counter this. I mean, it's still pretty good, but it's going to cost like my whole hand to do it. But I do have Golden Jet, so, I'm thinking here. I'm thinking I can maybe do some snarky things. We'll see how it's going to go. Alright. So what does Hydra Jet Shark, whatever his name is, what does he do? Let's see. He doesn't do anything, really. Huh. Interesting. And then he's got the trap that can make his Exceed monster bigger. And then, let's see. Detach the materials. He can steal my stuff, basically. Alright. Just gonna have to give it a shot. We're gonna go for a Forbidden Droplet, ditching Malicious Delicious and Draw Hand. Just to get Draw Hand going in the graveyard, that sort of thing. He's not really... I don't really need to discard him to negate this. I just want to get this in the graveyard. So we're gonna go ahead and negate my opponent's stuff. And we're gonna activate Malicious Delicious. Banish him, get another Malicious. Bud Shumba. I'm not locked in anything. Great. Don't want to see it. And we're going to summon out Chronomaly Golden Jet. See? The Chronomalies did do something in this duel. They allowed me to make Chaos Angel. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I do now have a Dark Angel dude who can banish my opponent's stuff and is unaffected by monsters. So, do I get rid of Nash Knight or the face down? I forget what the trap card does. One moment. Exceed and exceed your monster control. Banish this card from the graveyard. I guess I get rid of the trap. Maybe. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I was wrong. I don't think it would have mattered either way. I don't think it would have really mattered too much. Cause, I mean, this will still get banished, right? Because that'll at least stop him from using the other effect, right? Yeah. So that's something, but not perfect. So you're going to make Crystal... Oh, dang it, this thing's huge. 500 attack points for every material on the darn thing. Hot dang. Okay, well that's... Neither here nor there, it really wouldn't have mattered. I still think it's better that I got rid of this. Because then he can't attach more monsters and make his monster even bigger. Let's see. Attach return for negate the effects of all face-up monster opponent controls to the end of the turn. We'll see how that's gonna go for you. We'll see how that's gonna go for you, little lady. Let's go ahead and use Draw Hands effect. Because I'm all about both players getting to do stuff. So I'll use Draw Hands so we both get to draw a card. Will my opponent stop that? I have no idea. Maybe. It could possibly happen. We'll find out in a hot second. I don't know. I hope not. But we'll see. So yeah, we'll send out Draw Hando. Because when Draw Hando is out, we both draw a card. It's pretty self-explanatory. Why would you ask that, you monster? It seems like a total waste, but you do whatever. No! Turtles! My one greatest weakness! Oh, man. I had everything set up. I guess he was so scared of Chaos Angel, I guess. Makes sense. But at the same time, I'm not happy. I'm not happy because my Chronomaly boys finally got to do something. Who even remembers that Golden Jet exists? Who even remembers that, dude? What else you gonna do? Okay, Dark Knight Lancer. Yeah, that's a big one. Because then he can get the equip spell, equip it, and then he can... What was it? He can make me a material, right? Yeah, you can attach my... Yeah, that explains why he got rid of Chaos Angel. He was immune to all this. He would have been immune to all the nonsense. Okay, I'm kind of surprised you did that one instead. Okay. You just really want this guy to be huge. But why is Mulcharmy on the... Oh, that's why. I was like, why do you have this on the board? Answer, more exceeds. I'm assuming... No, Ragnar 0. Okay. I thought he was going to go for, like, Stealth Kragen. Also, okay, he's doing some snarky things now. Oh, boy. Water exceeds, somebody want to exceed. Yeah, I pretty much can guarantee I'm screwed. Partly because I have, like, nothing to follow up on this. Partly because I think my opponent's going to put enough damage on the board to kick me in the balls. So you're going to make, like, Chaos 103, perhaps? That'd be cool. I'd love to see Chaos 103. You almost never get to see it. Let's see what it is. No, it's just Shark Drake. Which is still pretty cool. I mean, he's the least shark-looking shark of them all, but still. But yeah, that's going to be game right there. Hot? Done. Okay. Well, not exactly what I was hoping for. But sometimes in life, that's what you get. I mean, that basically makes us like 50-50 today. With a silly deck like mine, I'll take it. So let's go ahead for the end screen, and we'll talk more about this deck there. Alrighty, everybody, so our Destiny Hero Ignite Chronomaly Kuriboh deck went 2-2. Now, it was a bit of a weird day, you know. I don't know how to really explain it. You know, we had some nice things happen for us. We had things that happened for us that really screwed with our opponent. And then we just had some plain old bad luck with some of those. So, it's a bit of a hodgepodge of a day, but it was a hodgepodge sort of deck, you know. I've been inspired by various people to just take it more relaxed with deck building. I don't want to just play the same old, like, you know, set of Ash Blossom, set of Imperm, set of this, set of that, 3 of everything decks. And I'm sure I'll still do that to some degree, but I'm moving away from it a little bit just to play decks that are silly and funny, and I just like the concept of it. So, we had ourselves a good time with today's deck. At least I did. I hope you guys did as well. If you did, don't forget to let me know in the comments so we can hit all the good buttons down below. You know how it is. We're still aiming ever and upward to get this channel going, and dang it, we've been on a roll so far. I want to keep on rolling. So, here's the deck profile. Take it, enjoy it, have yourselves a fun time with it. So, the main deck for today, there are 2 copies of Ignite's Cavalier and Margrave, along with 2 copies of Ignite Paladin, 2 copies of Delicious Malicious, 1 copy of the Chronomaly Numbered Disc, 3 copies of Ignis Phoenix, the Dracus Slayer, 2 copies of Destiny Hero Celestial, and 2 copies Drill Dark, 1 copy Draw Hand, and 1 Diamond Dude. We have our 1 Chronomaly Golden Jet, our Kuriboh, Kuribeck, Kuriboh, Kuriboh, Kuribee, and Kuriborn. Couple copy 5-star Twilight, bring out all the Kuribros. 1 copy of Reinforcement of Arm, 2 copy of D-Draw, 2 copy Fusion Destiny, 1 copy of Monsters Reborn, 1 copy of Mass Change, 1 Called by the Grave, 2 copies of Droplet, 1 Multiply for Flavor, and 2 Super Polymerizations. As to the extra deck, we have things like Masquerade and Proxy Dragon with Nightmare Unicorn and Avermax, We have Baguska for emergencies, one Chronomaly Vimana, which we briefly got to see played. One copy of Sky Thunder, just as an emergency thing. Probably one thing I would have taken out of this deck for something more enjoyable. We also have Ignister Prominence, Chaos Angel, Mud Dragon, Garura, Master Dark Law. We have a Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, Starting Venom, and Destiny Hero Dystopia. As for the side deck, there's things like Skilled Brown Kuriboh if you want to make the Kuribohs more consistent. You want more draw and hand trap countering. There's triple talents. More D draw if you want more D drawing. There's also other draw cards I was considering that are new, like the Legend of Tickets, Magic Mallet, things of that nature. I did just remember I probably should also include one copy of Dasher if you feel like you're using up your militias too quickly. That sort of thing. So, that was today's deck, everybody. Next time, I really want to look at Masked Heroes, because I started testing that, and I want to keep working on that deck. So, till next time, y'all stay safe, stay happy, and wait a minute, I just realized something. Destiny, Ignite, Chronomaly, Kuriboh. This entire deck was all about my dick!